Good afternoon, everybody. I scheduled that for 4 o'clock. For some reason or other, it's just decided to come on now. Very strange. No idea why. I am dressed. Yes, I put my top on, yes. Good afternoon, everyone. So glad you could join us this afternoon. Yeah, a bit of an impromptu live this afternoon. It's bank holiday here in the UK, and it's a Monday, obviously, and it's 4 o'clock. And usually we do our Q&A on YouTube in our workshop. And as it happens, it's a bank holiday, so we're not round there today, but we are in the glorious, glorious sunshine here in our garden. Yeah, and as you can see, the sun is shining, and we had this great idea on taking the bench that is usually in the Shedio, here, Louise's Shedio, and we have put it outside. So this afternoon, Louise has set up her bench in the garden with an umbrella because the sun is beating down on us.
It's just too hot to be in the Shedio. It's like an oven in there.
It is.
So I did do a couple of hours pottering about in there yesterday, and it just got too hot. I was doing some UV resin, and the resin was curing before it was even getting to the UV lamp. So yeah, that's how hot it was and how bright it was in there. So we had to kind of knock that on the head. But look at me today.
Outside in the sunshine. So that's where this bench usually is, inside the Shedio. But now we are camped out for the next hour or so, most probably now. You've been here all day, haven't you?
Pretty much. I've been doing it, only practicing, not really. Just this is the thing about. I don't know if you can hear me because I'm all over. You hear me? It's yeah. I'm not working. I'm just doing things I've been dying to try, really.
Yes.
So we've got the Durston foldable bench.
Foldable bench.
And it took about 3 minutes.
Yep.
To set this up out here, and I've just it's not great for soldering. As soon as I got the torch out, the wind just picked up.
But we did put these around, and we made a little hearth with these to try and keep some of the wind out, didn't we?
So I've been practicing a little bit of jump ring setting, which is basically don't look too closely because these are my first attempts. Basically setting in jump rings.
So do you have one that's already done?
Well, these are kind of early attempts. This is one I'm working on now. Obviously, I'm working in copper because I'm just trying it all out. So it looks a bit of a mess. So I've got some copper and some CZs.
And they are simply jump rings soldered onto a band, and you're just having a play doing this.
Yeah.
This is good.
It's quite fun. So I'm on attempt number 3. So hopefully each attempt is getting a bit better. Andrew's just sat there drinking beer and examining them for me.
No, actually, it's actually
zero beer.
It's non-alcoholic beer, thank you.
So yeah, that's what I've been doing today. And
so
it's just
yeah, and we brought over a few tools. We brought over the Bedeco hammer handpiece. We didn't bring the. It was a bit awkward to bring the flex shaft, wasn't it, with the stand and everything. So
that would have been.
So that was a lot easier to bring
and
over.
Of course, the hammer handpiece doesn't fit on my micromotor, but this is lovely. I love this.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really lovely to use. It's light. It just feels. I feel like I'm really in control.
And you're in control. You've got the 4-to-1 reduction on there, which really makes it so. Even though you've got 12,000 on the display, full speed, that's only going 3,000.
Well, you've just kind of set this up for me, so I need to.
Yes,
I need to
play.
research and figure out what all that is and does, because I just really wanted to get on and try this out today. So yeah, that's what we've been doing.
And that's the hammer piece that screws onto the end of the motor. So obviously that's the drill part from there to there, and you can take that off and replace it with the hammer handpiece. And it's got the fitting on here for harder blows, lighter blows, and we've got all the anvils around here as well.
You
and
don't
you're just
need
having a good play.
this to do this type of setting, and you can do it just as effectively with a hammer and
nail adapted.
A blunt nail. Though it is probably a lot easier with one of these, but you don't really need one to do it.
No. So there's a lot of people coming on. We've got 29, we've got Julia, Marianne, we've got Claire Wilson, Dance with Aardvarks, Helena, Kathy, So there's lots of people coming on today. Yeah, so here we are. We've been out here for a few hours. I've been in the sunshine. I've been sat here. I've been sat here just like this. Oh, just admiring the view and just watching Louise work hard over there. So that's what I've been doing. We've got a few bits and pieces I've been playing around with here. This is something that we're just playing around with. These are some resin printed simple ring blanks that we are thinking about putting together for Delft clay casting. These are like 4mm wide flat sections, but we've also got 4mm D shape, 6mm D shape coming as well. We're going to be selling them in the store. I'm just having a bit of a play around with them, see what they were all about. And yes, Louise is here today doing this. And what were you doing yesterday as well, Louise?
Oh,
maybe
yesterday was a good day. Would you like to show you?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yeah, don't watch me doing that.
Show me what you've been
I'm not Andrew Berry. I'll show you what I was doing. I'll bring them out, shall I? Because
Go on.
they're in the Shedio at the moment. What did I do then? Here we are. So last week we had a visitor. We were visited by Nikki from Tree of Opals and Keepsaker Supplies. Now Nikki specialises in lots of things, but one of her specialities is like memorial jewellery. Ashes jewellery, which is something we get asked for a lot.
Do you want to come into here? Because it sounds quite bright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have to squint then.
Yeah.
So been having a go with resin. So Nikki will supply the training and the materials, everything you need basically to get started with it. Because we've been asked to do breast milk jewellery, haven't we? Andrew's
Yes.
a little bit more, don't know, but we've been asked, and I wanted to find out how to do it. It wasn't something that was really available, I don't think, when I had my daughter. So I was a bit intrigued, wanted to know a bit about the process, because if I am going to do it, obviously we need to be doing it properly.
Yes.
So yeah, so that's what we were having a chat about. And hopefully Nikki's going to come and do some work with us
As well.
So
Yeah.
that's going to be on its way. So I've just playing with the resin really. So I don't have any breast milk, unfortunately, yet. Though I have got some on the way.
From somebody else.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. Yeah.
Just like to.
It's my stepdaughter. You've made it sound weird now. So I've just been experimenting with the resins and the colours, and yeah.
Nice.
There we go. So these are I've got the heart mold. I've got another mold, but I just really like the heart mold. So this is what I've been doing, and I really love this because that might work with the breast milk because it's like and I really love the idea of it being like liquid gold
Nice.
because that's what it is, really, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
So this is all UV resin. I think my favourite is this one. This one is the pearly. I think it's the reddish pearly sparkle mix from Keepsaker Supplies.
Lovely.
And it's the UV resin, and I basically put a clear layer, and then you'll have to watch Nikki's tutorials because they're all brilliant, and she's on YouTube as well. And that's how I made my favourite one. That one's a bit bright, but somebody might like it.
It's a good idea just to have a play, to experiment.
Yeah, it's really
different
fun.
techniques.
Yeah.
And the best thing about it is it's not like epoxy resin that takes an age to cure,
Well,
like 24 hours.
Yeah, these were yesterday's.
Those were epoxies, weren't
and they are actually they are dry. I don't think they're fully cured yet, and they have squidged out a bit. And I think that's maybe where I didn't excited and I didn't stick this down properly.
It takes like 24 hours to cure, whereas with the UV resin that we got, these here,
it's instant.
you use one of the UV nail lights and they
Yes.
cure within about 20-30 seconds. So you
Yeah,
can
it
really turn
depends on
over.
the setting.
Yeah.
And
Then it-
also these waste a lot of epoxy, and a lot of people apparently are quite sensitive to epoxy. It's not a great thing to work with for a long period of time, or in general, I don't think. So a lot of people avoid it for that reason, and people have sensitivities to epoxy. Because I mixed up a little bit, what I thought was a little bit for these two pieces here yesterday, and like loads of it when I was in.
It was a huge amount.
Things out. So, but there's no waste with the UV resin, which is great. So this is why I made my little jig. I don't know if you saw on the community. I wanted to make heart frames for a number of projects really. I make a pendant, don't I? So I put this on a back plate and then something in the middle. It's kind of like a cheats shadow box, I guess, isn't it?
It is, yes.
And then
Yeah.
oxide the back. There's loads you can do anyway. You could make bracelet links, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Out of hearts. So it's good to have a way to make lots of them exactly the same.
Exactly.
Which is why I didn't make the jig, I have to admit. Andrew made the jig, but it was my idea.
We originally going to go for this large one. It was a bit too big, so let's just make it a little bit smaller. So we just did that. A couple of dowels, nailed the bottom. Nice and simple. Easy peasy.
Do you want to see it in action?
Go on then.
Because it is brilliant.
Oh, Dance with Art says, line the mould with colour changing mica powder makes interesting effects.
Ooh, where can I get colour changing? I've heard that mica powder can be a little bit, you have to be careful where you get it from.
Okay.
Because, and I can't remember why. There is a reason though, I think there might be ethical considerations. So when
Cool.
I've made, can you,
Yeah.
when I've made a heart in the past, I don't have a needle file here actually, but usually I'll file a little notch where the point's going to be so that when I fold it, it's nice and sharp.
Mm-hmm.
But now if I do that here, this is copper, so I'm just going to waste it. I know it's terrible. If I do that now like that, I need enough wire to lever over here. I've made a right mess of that. And then over here.
Yeah.
Otherwise I can't do it.
And then you've got a lot of waste.
And then I'm wasting it. So what's the best way then, Andrew, to do this? Is there a way I can do it?
Yes.
Okay, can I just show you the other way that I did it? Oh, heck, where's my... Because the other way, okay, is obviously start here.
And that is the way that I would do it, yes.
Yeah, but then you haven't got that nice sharp point at the bottom. This isn't annealed, I don't think. This is why and I've got this long bit here, like that, around there. Try and keep it nice and flat as you can. And around there, we got a poker. I don't like using pliers because it does mark the metal, doesn't it?
Yes.
That could be a bit tighter, but you get the idea.
Yep.
And then
You then would simply saw through.
I'm just going to saw through my cleft here.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it needs a little bit of levelling off because where it's crossed over one lobe is a little tiny fraction longer. I might need a little shave just to get it really, really even.
Yeah.
But they're generally evenly, they're good enough, aren't they? They're close enough to be.
Oh, yeah, and they work out. Oopsies.
I didn't solder them either. That
No.
probably didn't help with the resin.
And they work out nice. Sometimes I quite like the rounded bottom of that.
I like a sharp bottom.
Do you? Okay,
Yeah.
let's not go into that. So that's what we've been playing with over the last few days. And there's the jig there. That's
good.
what I've marked that the Tiny Turner sells decent powders and flakes.
Oh, cool.
Look that up.
Thank you.
Excellent. So that's what we've been doing. So there's no real Q&A today. It's just literally to show you what we've been doing. As you can see, we got that there. We got the lovely garden. We got it's all go. There's the garden. There's our lovely palm tree. And yeah, we got a nice bit of garden there, and then there's the arch. I'll take you up to the garden here, and we can show you up here as well. So there's nice little borders, nice little hydrangeas out there, or hellebores around there, rhododendrons, a couple of fig trees over there. Yeah, it's all looking good. So this is Louise's little area where she's been working. Yes, no, but we were thinking that. Imagine if a gem gets dropped down the deck. And I did tell Louise right at the very beginning, be careful what you drop. Make sure you drop it in your bench skin, because I don't want to go digging up the patio, the decking to pick it.
No, I have been careful, and there's these guys, which obviously we don't want to lose, but I wouldn't really sit here with any clients' work or anything.
No,
like
not
it's
at all.
Just copper and seasons. It's valuable for practice, but and for wearing actually.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So there's our little Shedio there at the end of the garden. So that's about it, I think we need to say. So yeah, the other thing that we need to talk about, I'm going to have a sit down by here a minute. The other thing we need to talk about is next weekend on Sunday, The jewellery show in Olympia is on. It is, I need to point last time so I can see what I'm doing. Olympia, it's on from 9 till 6 on the Sunday, 9 till 5 on the Monday. That's the 31st of August and the 1st of September. Louise and I are going to be on the HS Walsh stand. That's on stand D80. So it's usually as you come in through the main doors, it's sort of straight ahead and just bare left slightly. We're going to be there for the 2 days. We've got our little, I think we've got a little bench to be playing around in. We've got our little monitor. We're going to be giving away some pens and some of the reference charts that we have. So we're going to be giving away a few things. Come along, say hello. It's lovely to meet you, and have a chat with Louise as she's just finished her GIA diamond grading exam. So come along if you're interested in knowing a bit more about that, a bit more about diamonds. Come along, and if you want to know a bit more about At the Bench, it'd be lovely to see you. As I said, you can come along between 9 and 6 on Sunday, the 31st of August, or 9 and 5 on the Monday. Yes, it's on the Sunday and the Monday. And don't forget, and then we come back then to work on the Tuesday. On the Thursday, we are then over in Bristol at is it the Unmounted?
Let me have a little look.
I think
can't remember.
it's the Unmounted in...
No, I don't think it's that, Andrew.
Isn't it? Okay, it's somewhere in Bristol. Louise is going to tell me now. We are at Get Stoned, which is an event full of gemstone suppliers and dealers. And Louise and I are going to be there with the Shedio bench, all set up with the GRS equipment. We're going to be getting a camera. We've got a large screen television so you can see what we're doing. We're going to be doing not necessarily demonstrations, so to speak, but we're going to be playing around. We're going to have settings. We're going to have the Bedeco micromotor, and you'll be able to see us doing whatever we're doing. We got lots of practice settings. We're going to be setting stones. We're going to be bezel setting. We're going to be just having a simple play around. And again, we're going to be taking tools along with us to get stoned that you can buy. Mostly setting tools. We got our silver practice settings and a brand new range of bronze settings as well. It's complete with cubic zirconias. We got them in round, oval, marquee and pear at the moment. There are other sizes due to be released. That's in claw setting and also in bezel setting. Do we know where we're going on Thursday? No, we don't, not yet. I'm sure it's called the Unmounted.
It's not called the Unmounted. It's definitely
It's
not
not
called that,
called
Andrew.
the Unmounted. Okay.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, so we're going to be taking this bench with us, and it's going to have the new concepts clamp that locates upon it. We're going to have the GRS as well. We may have the shelf with the micro ball. There's going to be a camera by here. There's going to be a big screen to be able to see exactly what we're doing. And Louise is just finding out now. Any ideas? Forget stoned on Google. So any questions coming in? Gorgeous garden, thanks, thank you, Gabby is very kind. September already, yes, so that's where we are. Get stoned, Bristol. It doesn't say where we are. Does it say if you click on down? Click on. Does it say where it is? There, the mount without. I thought it was some unmounted. Unmounted.
Actually, you were close.
That wasn't bad, was it? It was closer than what you thought. It's called the mount without.
The mount without, not the unmounted.
It's an old disused church. So it's the Mount Without in Bristol. If you're near and you want to come along, we are there, benches there, along with Make It With Kim. She's doing a couple of demos there on social media.
Yeah.
Come along and come and say hello again. If you can't make it to London, come along to Bristol and come and say hello to us. So on that note, we are going to say goodbye, and I would like to see you in London next weekend. But obviously, if you can't make it, we totally understand. But in the meantime, thank you. When will your next saw frame review be? Amco, we're going to be looking at the new concept saw next. Haven't filmed it yet. Got plenty of ideas, and we're going to be doing that now over the next couple of weeks. So it is going to be the new concept saw we're going to be having a play around with. Plenty of things happening, so keep an eye out on social media. As I said, next Sunday, Olympia, 31st and the 1st of September. Everyone take care. We will see you all very soon. Keep an eye on social media just for all things happening. Say goodbye, Louise.
Bye.
Everyone take care. Thank you all for joining us. Bye bye.